Hey girlfriends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hey girl, hey. So if you would like to see how I achieve this half up, half down, quick weave style using no cornrows, then let's just get right into this video. So this is my natural hair state, you guys, with no product whatsoever. So I'm just gonna go in with my biggest wide tooth comb I could find, because obviously I don't want to be trying to rip through these tangles and everything. And I am just going to separate this into two sections. I'm just going to start with one of those sections, and I'm going to split that into subsections, and I'm going to use my Eco Styler gel to basically smooth my hair out completely. And you don't have to use Eco Styler, you can use whatever gel or product that you know that smooths your hair down and gets it sleek. I know a lot of people like to use that brown hair gel, you know, the one we all grew up using that's like still $1 somewhere. You can use that, whatever you prefer. So I'm just going to basically start working this in my hair. I'm going to make sure that I get this literally coated in my hair. So I'm going to be very generous with this, you guys, because I want to protect my hair as much as possible. So yeah, basically I'm just going to go in, I'm going to start parting it, and I'm going to apply it throughout the entire section of my hair, as you guys will see. And then once I'm finished with this side, I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And I'm actually going to turn around so you guys can see the way that I'm working it in and smoothing it out. And I'm actually using a Denman brush. Make sure that you get a really good detangler brush when you do this, because again, especially if you're going to start on natural hair or hair that's not flat ironed or anything like that, you want to make sure that you're being as gentle as you can with your own hair. Now the reason why I'm doing it this way versus doing actual cornrows is, of course, is because this is a quick weave. I wanted to lay super flat, but I don't want to do a whole bunch of braids. I'm just trying to, you know, get this quick style, something that I can wear for Valentine's Day, you know, that's not going to take super long to do and that's not super technical. I know a lot of you guys always comment on my stuff like, oh man, I wish I could cornrow. So this is another alternative. If you do not know how to cornrow, this style is perfect for you. Now I do two like little plaits like in the back. Not plaits, because plaits are like another name for cornrows, like French braids, to braid down my ends. You don't have to do that. Some people will put it in a ponytail and then split the ponytail in half and just put the cap on. I didn't do that because I don't want to put any kind of rubber bands or hair ties on my hair underneath the quick weave. So I mean, it's really your preference, however you decide you want to do it. So now I'm just going to go ahead and detangle my hair, and I am going to start on this side. And it's really crazy looking at it from this perspective. Like half of my hair is sleeked down and then the other half is like, you know, this afro, because it's just amazing how versatile our hair is. And I'm not gonna get, you know, super into that, but um just the fact that our hair can go from one state to another state and look like two completely different heads of hair is just so crazy to me. So again, as you guys see me applying this product, I am being super generous. Like, I did not miss a spot. I know y'all can tell because of all the residue from the gel, but I was just trying to make sure because this is my first quick weave and I just need to still have hair when I take this down. So I just, yeah, I went overboard with the glue, but I mean with the gel, but you know, it was all for good cause. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and braid this down, and then we're gonna go ahead and get our wig caps on. And I'm actually gonna wear two wig caps. I'm not just gonna wear one because again, I want my hair to be as protected as possible. So I know sometimes people also like to use the strips. Well, I did not use those in this video. I just put my caps on and I sat under the dryer to create a barrier between my hair, the gel, and then the two caps that I use. So hopefully that's enough. There are several things too in this video that I did not use that I needed, but I left them at my salon, and I will just touch on that when we get to that point. Okay, you guys, so obviously this is the frontal, and I have no idea where the clips are from this, and I'm so sad, but nevertheless, basically all I did was I sat the frontal on my head in the position that I wanted it. I took a white eyeliner pencil and marked that on this black cap so that I could see once I took the frontal off and put the 30 seconds hair glue on it. I did use that. I did not sew this down, you guys. So again, I did not use any needle and thread in this entire video. So yeah, I used the 30 seconds glue, and I only put it on the back like band part. I didn't put it on the entire bottom of the frontal like I've seen people do. So yeah, I just put it on that back band that you would usually sew, and then obviously the front part I also used some got to be to lay that down as well. Y'all, I'm so sad about this clip. I don't know where the clip is. But nevertheless, if you can't understand like what I'm saying, just get the frontal on however you can get it on. Just make sure it's secure, because remember, you're going to be putting it half up and half down. So if you have to sew it, that's completely fine. But nevertheless, I'm just going to keep measuring these tracks and laying them down with this 30 seconds glue. And I'm also using a little bit of spritz to help with the hold. Now, this is where I was saying that there was stuff that I needed that I did not have. Like example, my blow dryer. You really need a blow dryer if you're going to be doing a quick weave, but I had to finesse the situation because obviously, like I said, I left it at my salon and I had already started this video. So yeah, I'm just going to keep measuring these tracks, cutting them, and then laying them down on my black cap. Now, what I ended up doing was once I got all the tracks on, I did end up sitting under the dryer. So it kind of helped me because I had a hair dryer at home. But if you don't have a blow dryer, you could get away with this if you just let the tracks set. Don't try to style the hair while the glue is still wet if you don't have a blow dryer. Just let everything set. Don't touch it. Don't comb it out. Don't do anything because the tracks are going to come down. So that's just a little tip if you ever need to finesse a quick weave. I would also like to add that this style can also be achieved with a closure. I would probably suggest like a 5x5 or a 6x6 closure. Obviously the sides you won't be able to pull up all the way, but you can still, wear the top knot bun and do the bangs if you wanted to do this style with a closure instead, because I know a lot of you guys kind of freak out about frontal. So if you want to do this with a closure yourself instead, then you can definitely do it that way as well. So here I'm just going ahead and I'm parting out this frontal. I'm going to part a strip in the back to cover up the tracks from the quick weave, and then I'm also going to start combing up the sides just so I can kind of work my top knot bun in place. Now I did not show in detail how I cut the bangs. I did show a little snippet of it, of me using my thinning shears to cut them, but I do have a very detailed video on cutting bangs, and it's not too long, so if you don't know how to cut bangs, you can just go and watch that video. So while I'm working my hair up to pull it up into this top knot bun, I'm gonna actually be super gentle because I don't want my frontal to start lifting. And even if it does, all you can do is just add some glue and just keep working. Or you can just tie it down, or even use the elastic band method to hold it in place as you kind of work the hair up into the ponytail. And now I'm just going to be using my thinning shears and getting my bangs to my desired look. I really dislike thick bangs. Fringe bangs kind of work best for my face because I don't have a big forehead space. So when I wear like bangs that cover my forehead, it makes me look weird. Y'all, I'm whatever. So yeah, just make sure that your bangs are to your desired look. You don't have to thin them if you don't want to. I get a lot of questions about where you can find thinning shears, and I'll actually put a couple links in the bio. I mean, what the hell? Links in the description box for where you can get some thinning shears. I'm sure you can get some for super cheap on Amazon. You don't have to buy an expensive pair. Now, whenever you're doing like ponytails or stuff like this is probably my favorite part because this is when the look starts to come together. Whenever I use my hot comb and I flatten it out, this is where it starts to really look like scalp, okay? So I'm going to make sure that I'm flattening this with my hot comb, and even in my bang area, I want to flatten all of this just to get it as nice and sleek as possible. So here I had a little bit of hair left over, and nobody wants a little skimpy top knot bun. Like, it's not going to be cute. So we're just going to take some hair from that hair that we had left over, and I'm just going to start wrapping it around my ponytail just to give it a little bit of fullness. And then I'm just going to twist it in my top knot bun, and it's just super easy to get to stay. I hate putting bobby pins in my hair when I do ponytails and buns and stuff, even if it's on a frontal or a wig. So I'm just going to use some Got To Be Free spray on it, and then I'm going to use my flat iron, and I'm going to basically just set it in place. So you can honestly be done right here, but I decided that I wanted to do more of a bob look instead of long hair. So that's exactly what I did. I'm just going to take the hair, and I'm going to just start cutting it in a blunt bob cut. Make sure that you're not like pulling the hair when you're cutting it, because once you release it, that tension is going to make the bob shorter than what you think it's going to be. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing any type of bob cuts or blunt cuts or anything of that nature. And this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys, and God willing, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.